Hello and welcome back. My name is Patrick Botticelli and I sell Airstreams here at Colonial Airstream in Millstone Township, New Jersey. Today, I want to show you the new 2025 Airstream International 27 front bedroom queen. That's also available in a twin bed, which is very popular. Also, what's very popular is this rear optional hatch. Check this thing out. You lift it up, gives you access to your dining area. You can take the table out. It actually stores underneath the queen bed in the front. You can load in your cargo, you can put bicycles inside. There's also padding here on the rear bumper so you can step in and out if you wish. This bumper lid lifts completely up and you could store blocks of wood, wheel chocks, anything that can get wet, you could put in there. And another cool thing, this is an extension of your living space. It's almost like a rear patio. You can roll down this insect screen, magnets right in place. Roll it back up. There's also a shade for the rear window, and the rear window is fully functional. The hatch easily just pops right down, locks in place. Got a license plate bracket, tempered glass tinted on the windows, and has a rear window one you can put down when you're not using the hatch. This rolls up and Velcros in. You got sunbrella material right here. It is absolutely beautiful. Above that, there's a wireless backup camera. Comes with a monitor that you put in your tow vehicle, plug it into a 12-volt socket, turn on your parking lights or headlights, and now you can see what's going on behind you. Not only when you're backing, but when you're driving. You got a polished aluminum rear bumper, steel chassis frame that goes all the way from the front and the back. And talking about that length, 28 feet 2 inches from the ball to the bumper. It's only 8 feet 5.5 inches wide, leaving you 8 feet 1 on the interior. From the ground to the top of the air conditioning, it's 9 feet 7 inches, giving you a 6 feet 7 inch interior height. Unbelievable. All aluminum construction on the body, aluminum ribs, buck riveted. You have heated tanks and enclosed underbelly, so the whole underbelly is completely wrapped up in aluminum. And when you have your 30,000 BTU propane furnace on, there's heat ducts that go right down into your tank chamber. Gives you a 7 to 10 degree boost in the temperature in the tank for those unexpected drops in temperatures. LED marker lights, belt line protection, 2 windows on the side. Every window that opens has an insect screen right on it. These open all the way out, 3 different heights. Comes standard with the window awning package, so you get that rear window awning and one down the whole entire side. It shades your windows, also shades behind the fridge, behind your wardrobe, and behind the shower. This is a great floor plan because it has a rear dinette, folds down, makes into a bed to sleep 2, a lounge that slides out, makes into a bed to sleep 2, and a queen bed in the front that sleeps 2 people. So this is a 6 sleeper. When the window awning's in, it's all metal wrapped, locks right in place, and when you roll it down, it just hooks right onto the hook here. Double axle trailer, 225/75 R15 load range E tires. These are the Goodyear Endurance. The torsion axle goes all the way through, gives you incredible handling and ride. You have never lube hubs, never adjust brake, shock absorber each wheel, and you have a low point drain for a 39-gallon freshwater tank. Even has a 39-gallon black waste tank and a 39-gallon gray waste tank. Great capacity there. Always check your lug nut torque and your tire pressure before every trip. Over here, this is a dual air conditioning trailer, so it has 50 amp electrical service, 25-foot power cord, smart plug so you can snap it in. No wasting time twisting and locking, which no one ever does right. Just plug it right in. We give you an adapter here at Colonial that goes from 50 to 30, so you could go to a 30 amp campsite. Ethernet port for internet. You also have a cable connection over here. There's drip tubes right inside these wheel wells for both your air conditioning, so you don't have water running down the side of your coach. City water connection if you want to bypass your freshwater tank and supply water to all your plumbing. Has a water pressure regulator built right into it. Even has a high pressure SOAR flush valve so you can flush out your black tank. Below the trailer, we got a couple things. I don't have the key to this. This is the fill for your freshwater tank, 39 gallons. This is an outside spray port. We used to call it outside shower. It still is. It's a quick disconnect for a little hose that comes with it, hot and cold water right outside. Black tank, black handle, gray tank, gray handle. Take the cap off, snap on your waste hose. Waste hose stores right in the storage tube, right there in the front, slides right in. You could fit up to 20 feet in there. Empty your black tank first, close it, empty your gray tank next. That's your soapy shower sink water, cleans out your waste hose. And then when you're all done, hook up the black tank flush. That will keep all that residual waste and odor out of your tank. Now we're parked on grass right now, so it might seem a little bit lower than it is because we're on a hill. But very popular here at the dealership, we do the Dexter Axle 3-inch lift to give you a little bit higher ground clearance if you feel you need it. This has stabilizer jacks all four corners, and they're power. It's not designed to lift the trailer off the ground, it's designed to stabilize it. So there's a power switch on the opposite side. You could also hand crank to even them out if you wish. Rock guards over the front of the body, rock guards over your glass. VIN plate over here with tire pressure information. These are called solar stone guards. So the middle one opens all the way up. And you could open up your window with the insect screen. You can lock this in. The side ones are removable so you can clean your glass. Because this is Lexan material, and behind that is tempered glass. This is stainless steel. This is aluminum. This is a little bit more resilient, has a hinge on it. You can take them, take the nuts off, swing them out, and clean leaves and debris out from behind it. You also have two 30-pound propane tanks. Colonial Airstream fills those tanks for each one of our customers. The bottle cover is completely removable. There's a regulator you can switch from left to right, and it automatically switches over when one's empty. Electric hitch jack, up and down, light, and a manual override comes with the tool to manually crank the trailer if you need to. Trailer breakaway cable, 7-way wiring harness. Your vehicle will need an electric brake controller. We give you a hitch lock here at our dealership. Has a 2 5/16" ball, safety chains. Over here, we have a propane quick disconnect port. So if you want to hook up a low pressure barbecue grill, you can snap it right in there. It comes with a little hose too. Over here are the optional 200 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate batteries by Battleborn with the heat built in. So the little switch here off to the side is the heat switch. You heat them up before you charge them. This also has 300 watts of solar on the roof. Open up the front lockable insulated weather seal compartment. You can see we have a rubber mat down. We have the spray. We have some tools. The quick disconnect, the manual override for the hitch jack, stabilizer jack, awning tool, power cord adapter, and the power cord. And this compartment's also lit. So if you're reaching in there at night, you can see what's going on. Underneath the A-frame of the trailer, we have a full-size spare tire on a steel wheel. There's an arm that drops down. And if you want to add extra solar, there's a ZAMP port right here on the side of the battery box you can plug in. Also the VIN plates right here. Nice boxed steel frame. Down this side has a standard zip deep power awning. A little breezy out today, you don't want to risk it. Always use your discretion when you put out an awning like this. Today, it's a little too windy. International medallion here. This is a stacked window. The top window opens. You got a porthole window. This awning is really nice too because it's also metal wrapped, has a light strip built into it. You could tilt it one side or the other, but it's not it's a sunshade really. So if you're actively sitting underneath it and you want some shade, put the awning out. As soon as you go away, put it away. It has a tankless Girard water heater right here. There's also an outside GFCI protected electrical outlet. This is the buttons to bring down the jacks and the running gear, stabilize the trailer. You have a catch for the door, which is double locked. Snap it right in. Keeps it from blowing around on a windy day like today. Cooktop ventilation with little latches you could open once you get parked. Screen door, swings around, locks in place. This fills the gap. Has screen door guards built in, all aluminum construction, stainless steel hinges, 6 rivets. Don't use it as a crutch to get inside. Insulated door, fully insulated all the way around. You got your entrance step, swing it up, tuck it in, completely flush mounted there. It's also a step light here so you can see at night. Certified green emerald rating, RVIA Meets all the safety standards. Grip tape here. You got an angled piece of aluminum here that helps you sweep out the trailer. Extrude aluminum frame around the whole door. Grab handle over here. Gutter rail over the door. And it even has a bumper at the top. So just in case you forget to duck. If you step on inside, we can check out this awesome layout. It's got a rear dinette, folds down, makes into a bed. Slide right in here. You could sit 2 adults or a family of 4 right here. There's that roll down insect screen and the shade. You got 2 lights over this roof locker here, 2 speakers over here, 2 in the bedroom, and a subwoofer down below. All the cabinetry is plywood laminate, no particle board in any of the construction. This is not a sticker either. Backlit upper roof locker cabinets, aluminum lined in the back. Everything that's in this trailer was hand carried right through this entrance door here. Really cool how they make these Airstream trailers. Fire extinguisher here at the entry door. You got a nice drawer for additional storage here. The color and decor we're in for this International seashell, but they also make aqua, which is a little bit more of a blue tone. Those are your 2 choices. They make it super, super easy for you. All these cushions on Velcro. They got really nice foam on the inside, zippers down the back so you can zip them out if you ever wanted to down the road. Blackout curtains here that go all the way around front and rear. JL audio Bluetooth stereo on board. Remember that wireless backup camera? Here's the monitor. This is what goes in your tow vehicle. Really awesome. Owner's bag with all the owner's manuals are right in here. You also have USB, so if you want to plug something into the stereo, this is not a charger, this one. It's just for getting into the stereo. Inverter circuit, let's talk about the inverter. So you know we have 300 watts of solar and 200 amp hours lithium batteries. But in order for these outlets to work when you're not plugged into electricity, Airstream includes a 2000 watt inverter. If you turn that on, it'll power any of these inverter outlets. And when you're done, shut it off. You don't leave it on. It will drain your battery over time. There's also an antenna booster up in here, an Ethernet port for the other side of your internet, and an HDMI port because there's 2 TVs on board. So if you want to plug a Blu-ray player or DVD player, you can plug it in there and it'll watch at both TVs. Up on the ceiling, you see the duct work for the ducted air. This has a standard 15,000 BTU air conditioning with electric heat pump and an optional second air conditioner, which is 13,500 BTU with a heat pump in the bedroom. You could run them both at the same time if you're plugged into 50 amp. You could run one or the other. You have a backup one. If one breaks for whatever reason, you can still go on your camping trip. And with the heat pump, 1 works okay. 2 work excellent. But you also have your 30,000 BTU propane furnace that really cooked inside and heat your tanks. Underneath the dinette, this flips down for additional storage. Furnace duct, electrical outlet. This is the cutout for the furnace intake. And I bet you want to see this down into a bed, right? Why not? Lift up on it. I swing it over. Lift up on the other side. And then these legs, conveniently, well, they come right over here. And they store right in the wardrobe. They snap right in on the side. So when you're driving, it's always recommended to have the dinette stored underneath the bed. But I'm going to show you how it sets up into a bed. So I lift it up, slide it underneath one side, lift up the other side, slide it underneath, take this, this 40 by 96. Guess you're wondering how tall I am. 5'9". I don't have my shoes on, so I look shorter. 5'9". You got 6'7" on the inside. Plenty of room for someone else, right? And it's very comfortable. You could use it as a lounge when you want to watch TV. The lounge here on the side, chill, sit back. You got your panoramic view. You can see what's going on at the campground. But this also makes into a bed. Storage down here with some bins. You can slide it out. But before we do that, you might want to see it before you make it into a full bed. There's your lounge. This is good enough to be a bed. That's perfectly fine. But if you want to make it into a bed, you got another size you could do. Check this out. Take the bolster out, now you got another bed. Slide it out further, these sit proud. Take this one, put it away, shove these ones. The service is built in. Look at this. Everywhere you go, there's a service access. That's very mindful. My techs love working on them because they could get to everything. They don't have to gut the whole entire trailer. But look at this. Nice size bed. Plenty of room for 2 people. Very, very easy. And to fold it back, just lift it up, slide it in. Now, the windows that open here on the side. You got one here. Look at that, all the way up and out. Another adjustment. One here, all the way down. Lock it. Shade. Another shade here. And then you also have a skylight with a shade. Thermal brake. Max fan, motorized lid, variable speed control, rain sensor override, and a set temp to 78 degrees. Quick release screen. Really nice upgrade to the fantastic fan. Center galley kitchen, solid surface countertop. Over here, trash pail, nice size, right by the door. You can bring it outside. Got all your light switches here, indirect lighting, power awning control, and battery disconnect. And look at this. When you're here, you can have your feet underneath. The cabinet doesn't just go right to the floor. Plenty of storage over here. Sink cover takes off, put it wherever you want. This pulls out as a sprayer, swing it around. These you could turn on as task lighting with the switch right on it. Inverter on-off control. We have 300 watts of solar today, and the panels are probably dirty with pollen. We're still getting 241, 242 watts of solar in. Regular outlet over here. Battery, voltage, fresh water capacity, 0%. Now this is nice. Most RVs, they just do thirds or quarters. This you can see from 0 to 100% how much fresh water, gray waste, and black you have. And you could also turn on your water pump from here, that if you're running off your fresh water tank, it'll pump the system at the pressure, shut off, and then when it feels a drop in pressure, whoops, it'll kick your pump on. Never tow with your water pump on. Big mistake. You don't want to ever make that mistake. Overhead roof locker storage here. 3-burner gas cooktop. Got little lights here. And a little sparker. Optional convection microwave. This would normally have a gas oven down here with a pantry microwave. If you get the convection microwave option, it's a regular microwave and electric convection oven all in one. This opens up to the wheel well. This goes to the wheel well. Wheel well, what do we mean? Well, it cuts in like the bed of a pickup truck because these trailers have such a low center of gravity. But above that, you have your full drawers and silverware organizer. Battery converter charger and all your fuses and breakers, 12 volt and 125 volt. Larger slide out pantry because it has the optional convection microwave. More pantry storage up top here. You can see it's all pocket hole screw construction. J latches here, premium hardware. You also have cooktop ventilation and a light. You have your intakes for MERV 8 filters for your air conditioning. One here, one there. Smoke detector with battery on board. 12 volt smart TV on a fixed mount. Inverter outlet, HDMI port that goes to the front cabinet. Your GE profile thermostat here for your heating and air conditioning. 8 cubic foot refrigerator. This is a 12 volt compressor style. You'll notice compared to those old propane ones that no one uses anymore, you have the full depth here. And these, if you really study the specs, these run a lot more efficient than a propane fridge. You can turn it on and off from here. You can change your temperature setting on the top or bottom and put it in night mode, which runs the compressor a little bit slower, so a little bit quieter. Storage above, storage down below. Wardrobe, service access to get to the shower faucet, rod to hang things. These open up to get to the water pump. You can actually see the composite floor, the side profile on it. So it's not plywood, it's not particle board, it's composite. It can get wet and will never rot out. Just never get it. You don't want to get water underneath your vinyl floor though. You have a light over here so you can see what's going on in the wardrobe, and it's a split bath. Showers on the one side of the hall, toilets on the other. So there's a full privacy curtain. Nice thick curtain here you can put across, gives you all the privacy you want. You have a skylight in the bathroom area. Let's do the shower. Look at this. Got a light down here. Is your propane and carbon monoxide detector. All fiberglass construction in here. So you got plenty of room. This comes off. There's a fan for ventilation. You push up. You got a clothesline you could pull across. You could dry out your bathing suit. This box here, you could use as a seat, but it's the wheel well. And I like how it's very easy to clean. It's all seamless right here. You got an overlap right there. When you close the shower door, you get some privacy, and it's magnetic strip, but it also has a travel latch. Keep it shut when you're driving. Porthole window on the bathroom door, and this is a magnetic handle here, so there's no latch that goes in and out. Toilet dumps down into the 39-gallon black tank, porcelain. Next to the toilet paper holders up here. You got some more storage here. Furnace duct, another service access point, more storage, another service access to the back of the water heater. Nice size sink, faucet, tankless water heater controls. You set your temperature, set it and forget it. You have your light, towel bar, another towel bar, more storage here, more storage up top, another vent fan, a duct for your air conditioning. Now we're on to the bedroom. So this is available optional with twin beds. So the twin beds would be one on this side, one on this side, 34 by 80. If you get the queen bed, you could fully walk around it. It's 60 by 75, so it's a little bit shorter. Premium pillow top, memory foam mattress. This lifts up to get to all the storage underneath. Now you can see the edge grain of the plywood. It's not particle board. You can see it's laminate, not a sticker. This opens up. You slide the bin out. You can reach into the trunk if you want. And here is the rail that you slide the table into when you're towing. Up top, you got your Mermaid filter for your other air conditioning. Roof locker storage. Another beautiful panoramic view. Reading lights. 2 speakers, nightstand with storage here, electrical and USB and USB-C, both sides. You got a 30-inch stacked window, and you got a 30-inch full window, which is also emergency exit. So you lift it up, handles are red, pull the cord, screen comes undone, you jump out. Over here for the TV, this one's on an articulating arm. It's also 12-volt smart TV. You got your lighting control, dimmable, accent light in the cabinet, and you have an inverter circuit over here, HDMI, another service access point, and your furnace duct. And then even for the bedroom, there's a second privacy curtain. So this trailer, we're going to put the MSRP right on screen, is available here at Colonial Airstream, Millstone Township, New Jersey. Again, my name is Patrick Botticelli. I sell them here. If you're interested and you love this video, please give me a call, 800-265-9019. You can visit our website at colonialairstream.com and all our social media. If you like short form videos, we nailed it. We do it on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And I'll see you next time.